be very exciting for your child when you buy them their first kitten, but of course it is important to be a responsible parent and remind your child that kittens are certainly not toys. Of course, cats are capable of living up to 20 or 25 years, so you must consider whether your child will get bored with your pet and not look after it properly. Now, there's a little bit of a checklist here, so a reminder that you and not your child are responsible for the care of the kitten. As the adult, it is your responsibility. They can be expensive pets, so before you buy a kitten for your child, do work out how much it will cost to feed the kitten and, of course, the dreaded vet's bills. If you need advice on that, it's well worth consulting a local vet on essential procedures such as vaccinations each year, worming and flea treatment. Of course, you should not leave a cat alone for more than one night. If you go on holiday or you have to go away on business, you have to consider who will look after your cat or kitten. Do you have willing neighbours who will check on your cat twice a day, every day? Or do you need to consider putting your cat in a cattery? These can be very expensive, especially if you've got a holiday to pay for as well. Please consider the type of cat that you are going to get for your child. Again, a good vet will certainly be able to advise, and sometimes if you go to the animal rescue centres, they can offer expert advice on the right cat for your child. Do make sure you consider your home for your cat. Obviously, a home of a garden would be ideal because it would be very safe there and have that freedom to explore. But you need to be very wary with any pet. They can make a mess. So do make sure that if it uses a litter tray, keep it away from obviously food areas and anywhere where your child might play or eat. Litter trays need to be changed every day. Again, it will be good to pass on that responsibility to your child, but ultimately you will need to oversee that and make sure that is taking place each day. Again, litter trays and the suppliers of litter can be an additional cost that you have to be aware of. If your child is very young, please make sure that you supervise them, especially in the first few weeks. Never leave your child and the kitten or cat alone, particularly if it's an older cat, because ultimately the child is your primary responsibility and a cat will lash out and scratch if it feels threatened. So you must never leave your child alone, certainly not in the very early days. We have to accept as parents that there will be the occasional scratch to your child. So if that does happen, don't panic. Bathe the scratch immediately. Use antiseptic cream to treat it. If, we hope this doesn't happen, your child gets bitten by the cat, phone your local doctor for advice immediately because cat bites can transmit infection. The bottom line is a cat can be a very, very rewarding and lovable pet, but the key is that it is a living creature, and as with all living creatures, you have to take good care of them, make sure it's being fed, make sure it's being cleaned and kept clean, and of course make sure that your child is looking after it correctly. If you can do all these things, you are going to have a wonderful cat or kitten experience.